Hey, God, shit. It's a long way, man. Heading to our Mardi base camp.
Alright everybody, hello and welcome to another episode of Not a Travel Blog. This possibly could be the final episode too. Perhaps for the first time in this series of Not a Travel Blog. There are elements that could possibly categorize this to actually be a travel blog. Well, even in that case, we will call this one Not a Travel Blog. So, let's get started. This one's titled At the Melting Poing of Perfection and the Imperfection. Not a Travel Blog. Mardi Himal Trek. Day 1. Okay, we all know about Pokhara, the gateway to the Himalayas. An hour drive from Pokhara paves way to Kande. And once you get off at Kande, the trekking starts immediately ascending few tea shop and houses. And as you can see in the video, it was raining when we started the trek. It wasn't the best start. A raincoat and a trekking stick, and off you go. Well, it's not always about the destination you should care about. It's the journey you should enjoy. And here you can easily see the difficult part of the journey, right at the beginning.
So, Mardi Himal को ट्रेकमा निस्किरहेको छु म अहिले एकछिन विश्राम गर्ने स्थानमा छौँ हामी यहाँ तपाईले म आज बिहान दारीजुङ्गा काटेर अलिकति सफा देखिएर यो हिमालको ट्रेकमा निस्केछु.
Well, the Mardi trek is a pretty descent trek that can be easily completed in about 5 days. Depending on where you start the trek and how many hours you trek each day, you can even complete it in as less as 3 days. The trek begins at Kande, climbing steadily through stone steps and terraced villages toward Australian Camp, where the first wide views of Annapurna South and Mahapuchra open up. But it was the rain that had the say blocking all the wonderful view. Though every time a chilling wind came by, it paved way, giving the glimpses of the Himalayan trail. The trail then leads gently to Potana, a quiet settlement surrounded by oak and rhododendron forests. From there, the path enters thicker woodland, the light dimming as mossy trunks and bird song take over. Passing Pritam Durali, the route turns off the main Annapurna trail and continues deeper into lush, humid forest. A long, peaceful ascent through dense green eventually brings you to Forest Camp, tucked quietly beneath towering trees. It rained for an entire day, not allowing to capture some wonderful moments, but still it didn't stop from taking some snippets of the video.
मार्दी हिमाल जानको लागि काँडे र धम्पुसबाट स्टार्ट गर्दा ठ्याक्कै फरेस्ट क्याम्पमा होटल मार्दी गेट ठ्याक्कै जक्सन फर्स्ट डे चाहिँ यहाँ स्टे गर्न मिल्यो त्यसपछि सेकेन्ड डे चाहिँ हाई क्याम्प.
Watching the skies and thanking the heavens, I realized how lucky we were. The weather had cleared overnight. No rain, no fog, just a crisp, promising morning. The previous evening had been warm in the yard of Hotel Mardi Gate Camp, where the owner stood with me and pointed toward the distant village of Gandruk across the ridge. It was perhaps the first proper conversation I'd had with anyone on this entire series of Not a Travel Blog, and it grounded me in a way I didn't expect. Morning at Forest Camp began with golden light slipping through the rhododendron canopy, lifting the mist that had settled during the night. The trail rose immediately from the lodge, climbing into a deep, quiet forest.
साथीभाइयो यो मेरो पसिना हेर्नुस् पसिना मार्दी हिमाल ट्रेकिङमा निस्केको पसिना सो अहिले म हिँडिरहेको छु बाटोमा लो क्याम्पतिर जाँदैछु.
No highways, no honking, no chaos. Just the soft crunch of earth underfoot, the fresh mountain air, and the steady chorus of birds guiding the way upward. Somewhere along that ascent, inspired and rejuvenated, I found myself talking to more fellow trekkers. Stories were exchanged as easily as smiles. Despite the harsh weather from previous days, everyone carried the same joyful expression, the same shared greeting of Namaste as we passed each other on the narrowing path. Low Camp arrived like a gift.
Mardi Himal trek, absolutely awesome. The trees and like in the jungle and the forest is stunning. Like the moss and the lichens, yeah, so beautiful. The people are really lovely. Yeah, overall just fantastic.
A small clearing where the trees finally opened up, revealing Makhapuchre. Sharp, silver, impossibly close. The sunlight washed across the valley, rolling over green ridges far below. After a short rest, we continued upward, leaving the forest behind for good. Along the trail, mule and yak caravans appeared, bells echoing faintly through the trees. Langur monkeys leapt through branches, and if you were lucky, you might spot Himalayan thar or even a musk deer slipping between the shadows. Danfa pheasants, bright magpies, sunbirds, drongos, and countless warblers added flashes of color to every step. As we climbed toward Paudel, the world expanded dramatically. Cloud Hill felt ironic on such a clear day. Everything was drenched in sunlight. The ridge stretched out like a balcony suspended between two vast valleys. Makhapuchre glowing on one side, Annapurna South towering on the other. Walking there felt like stepping into the sky itself. Trekkers arrived from every corner of the world. Europe, Australia, Korea, India, America, along with many Nepali hikers enjoying their holidays. The vibe was warm and communal, people swapping stories over ginger tea, comparing sore knees, sharing sunscreen, and celebrating every new viewpoint together. It felt like a moving international village, all working toward the same quiet dream of watching sunrise from the heights.
त्यसपछि दम ल केही हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ माइन्डसेट त्यही पनि हिँडौँ न गर्दै भुलिँदै जाँदाखेरि अब डेस्टिनेसनमा पुगिन्छ नि त्यसपछि
From Paudel, the trail grew steeper, wilder, more spectacular. Alpine shrubs replaced tall trees. Wind wrapped itself around us constantly. The ridgeline narrowed, leading us straight toward the white giants ahead. And finally, we reached High Camp. Perched on a wide grassy ledge with staggering, uninterrupted views of Annapurna, Heonchuli, and Fishtail. The sun dipped slowly behind the mountains, turning the peaks molten gold. At that height, the silence felt sacred. High Camp is raw and otherworldly, an exposed ridge touched by wind, cold air, and towering white peaks. Prayer flags flutter, yak bells echo faintly, and the horizon opens endlessly in every direction. Here, the mountains feel close enough to breathe.
हेलो म चाहिँ मार्दी ट्रेकको लागि आएको यहाँ मेरो यात्रा चाहिँ अस्ति काठमाडौँबाट नाइट बसबाट सुरु भएर हिजो काँडेबाट हिँड्न सुरु गरेर फर्स्ट क्याम्प बसेर आज चाहिँ हाई क्याम्पमा आइपुगेको छु 3550 मिटर बढ्यो।
Look at these mountains, man. भर जन्म घाँसतिर मन दिई धन कमायो ढङ्केर होस् पछि भने र कुवा खनायो खासी दरिद्र घरको तर बुद्धि कस्तो भानुभक्त धनी भई नाजे यस्तो बेइमार न त सत तलपाटी केही छन् जे धन र चिजहरू छन् घरभित्र नै छन् त्यसै खाजीलाई कसरिया जे दिएछ अर्ती धिक्कार हो मकन बस नराखी किर्ती